Hey y'all, Bottom Dweller here. Releasing this video is my way of saying I'm still alive, but the new video has experienced issues and I'm basically starting from scratch. More on that at the end. So while that video might have been delayed for an unseen amount of time, I instead bring you a suggested topic from the comment section on my last Minecraft video, because it's still Minecraft. Please forgive me. This also means you guys can take a sneaky peeky at my 3D model stuff. Ooh. As you may have heard, Mojang made a post announcing several large changes to how they would be approaching Minecraft from this point forward. It has received pretty positive reception all around, but for the sake of making sure y'all are informed, we're going to talk through it together. So what are the brains of Mojang up to? Well, for starters, we have the most promising announcement in this post right away, and that's the promise of more regular content drops, which is about damn time. Granted, I might be part of the smaller group of people who thought the annual mega updates wasn't great for the game's longevity. I always felt like the annual updates could lead to certain players feeling skimped out on when they had to wait a year for an update that doesn't add to the part of the game they play. For example, the Trial Chambers update was neat, but I'm not the adventuring type, so I didn't see much of a personal point to go there. So, outside of the crafter, the update fell flat for me specifically. On top of this, annual jumbo updates would only serve to spike the player base for like a month, and only for it to swan dive like right after launch. So, you know, not good for a game in the long term, I'm just saying. Every other game and its mother that constantly updates with content patches throughout the year do it for a reason. It keeps players engaged in the game for longer. So I'm happy to see them acknowledging that something had to shift. Now I won't have to wait a year for only a couple features I'm actually going to use. Though I will say, the fact that developers have specified that they're working on long-term initiatives has me both excited and concerned. In before Minecraft 2, am I right, commenters? I'm gonna eat a bag of nails. That joke sucked. That joke sucked. Moving along to the next major change, and that's how they're going to approach Minecraft Live. Mob boat's dead. Finally! Now the community can stop having a bare-knuckle fight over which mechanic gets added. There were numerous issues with the mob vote. For one, mechanics would be locked behind mobs, which would lead to most of the hostility around the vote. So if the mob didn't get voted on, it meant we had to wait for that mechanic, and seeing as we haven't even gotten the, the biomes and the mobs that weren't voted on for the last few years worth of votes, there's no telling we'd ever see them again. Maybe they can take some time out of those first few updates to make the things they haven't added in yet. Another major issue with it was that content creators could send their whole army towards a certain vote that they wanted just to tip the scale way out of everyone's favor. Or alternatively, the vote gets botted so we don't actually get what should have won. I'm sorry, Team Crab. I was Team Armadillo, so I got what I wanted, but I know it was kind of unfair and, unjustified, so hats off to you guys. I'm sorry. So getting rid of the mob vote overall was the correct choice. I just hope that they eventually down the line come back with another version of the vote. Maybe vote on how a mechanic is implemented instead of, voting on a mechanic and then never seeing it again. Just an idea. I don't know. Maybe they just develop the game themselves and keep us posted. Speaking of which, that's actually another change. They're going to do Minecraft Live twice a year now instead of once, which, seeing as they're playing on more content releases, yeah, that's fair. It keeps the community posted while Mojang adds new stuff, as well as lets the player base have more involvement with the game's evolution. So yeah, I'm fine with having another Minecraft Live or two. And that's it. Yeah, this was pretty short and sweet. So I guess let's summarize this. What do I think? Overall, I'm thinking pretty positively about this. I'm happy to see that the game will have more active update content patches. It reminds me of how the game was being developed back in beta. This gives them a lot more wiggle room to pivot their attention wherever the game needs it instead of focusing for a whole year on one part we might not need help with. So that's good. I just hope that this new active development style doesn't hurt other projects they might have been working on. I mean, for all we know, my big game Minecraft Dungeons too. Unlikely, but one can dream, right? Either way, positive feelings all around. But I guess this is also the time where I start talking about what happened to the video that was supposed to come out this month. Long story short, all of my footage became corrupted when the video was roughly 90% completed. So that's just numerous hours of work flushed right down the toilet. After that happened, I took a step back from content creation so I could sort out my brain. This all happened last week, so it's still a pretty fresh wound, and I am horribly sad about it. That being said, the project did teach me a lot. Like, for one, I am not a 30-minute long video guy. Trying to cram the discussion of 3 mod packs into a video ended up being a way larger undertaking than I expected, and the scope of the project really spiraled out of control. Like, really out of control. So from now on, I'm gonna try to stay within my 10 to 15 minute scope to prevent me from wanting to bash my head into a brick wall. Also, I'm gonna now save backups for my videos somewhere, so if Windows decides to fry my footage again, I have a way to undo the damage. Anyways, enough rambling about personal problems. This has been the Bottom Dweller. Hey Windows, catch this tech. Die!